Hello guys, and welcome back to another Rego Fighter video. Today I will be doing a challenge, part of the Creators Challenge, which is a challenge hosted every 2 weeks on Willaim's Playground. Currently the challenge isn't going. It seems like the moderators are busy, but the challenge that I'm currently doing for this video was challenge number 2, which started on the 23rd of February 2022. It was challenge 2, dark logos, where you had to take an already existing business logo and make it dark and sinister. Although this challenge finished a while ago, I had some school and stuff, so this video is coming out late, but I didn't manage to, the time for the challenge ended, so the next challenge was glitch out. So I took my already existing project that I had for dark logos and just put it in glitch out by making it an SCP scene. And if you guys don't know what SCP is, it's like a genre of stories about some creepy and weird stuff, fiction, science fiction basically. So let's get on with the video. Currently challenge 6 is not yet out. As I said, the creative challenge is currently on hold as the moderators are busy. Okay, so let's dive into the video. So on day 1, I started off by collecting reference images, primarily reference images of huts. As you can see on Pure Ref, I'm narrating this. So I also start collecting images of old signs, rustic, old, vandalized signs. So right now, I was doing this part for the dark logos, but I changed to the next challenge, which was glitch out. So my plan is to create a kind of like a farm scene, a rural farm which has been taken over by Seedco, as the sign will say. Just as a disclaimer, I think I should have put the disclaimer at the end. I'll do that in editing, but just as a disclaimer, I am not doing this to like criticize Seedco or to demonize Seedco. I'm just doing this just as a project, just to follow the rules too. Yeah, you have to use a logo of an already existing business. Okay, so I've blocked out the scene. Now just messing with the lighting to add like I want like a light like scene. I wanted to like have a truck coming in, so you just see the lights, you don't notice that the truck is there. To like have some illumination in the scene. So here I'm editing a maze texture. I initially wanted to use like a 2D image of maze, but so this is day 2 now. But as I said, I initially wanted to use a 2D texture of the maze to use instead of making like a 3D model to like optimize my scene. But the 2D didn't come out very well, so I ended up having to model the maze. It took me quite a bit of time, I'll say 30-45 minutes, or maybe even an hour. I'm not very good at modeling yet, but yeah, practice. So here I'm modeling, getting more reference images of maize or corn depending on where you come from. So just modeling. So initially this was dark logos, but because I didn't finish on time, I had to change the project. This project I had to like uh, edit it quite a bit, which you'll see at the end, to make it fit the rules of glitch out. In glitch out, the requirements for glitch out were was your scene had to look like glitchy. The winners, the top 3 winners, are voted by the community at the end of the 2 weeks. And I almost missed the target for glitch out, but thankfully something happened and they ended up having to extend it for a week, so I ended up having more time. This project was created over a period of 4-5 I think about 5 days. Yeah, 5 days, including this editing. But those 5 days happened on different weeks because I was busy with school. So right now I was texturing the scene. Well, I lost track of what I was doing. But let's see what I'm doing now. Oh, so I'm like making like a map of where I want the different textures to be. The green will be the road. I'm thinking the yellow. Oh, and I'm weight painting for to plot the maze particles there. But I run into a problem, which I eventually resolve by changing the settings. I then start downloading textures for the hut. So I'm putting like a mud texture on the side of the hut. I opened the texture. If you download some of the textures from Polyhaven, come with a blend file which you can then like look and copy the node setup, which I'm doing right now. And then I UV unwrap it, make sure it doesn't look like weird, and then I download like a thatching texture. But this one didn't come with any maps, like a specular map, diffuse map and stuff. So I ended up going to Polyhaven again and downloading a thatching texture with the maps I needed. So here I'm adding a door onto my hut. I'm adding a texture to the hut, a wooden texture. So I place my wooden texture. I place oh, I haven't placed it yet, but I place a light into the hut so that you have some light illuminating out of the hut, as you can see in the render. Then I find a picture of a moon. I cut out the white bits so that it's like a proper moon. Then I make it face the camera by using constraint that makes it face the camera the whole time and rotating it a bit. And then I download a rustic metal texture for my sign. I also downloaded a new thatching texture which I put onto my hut. It comes with the maps I needed, so that was a win for me. I put the rustic texture onto the sign. I add the nodes for it, and then I bevel the ends. And then do a render, like this is what it looks like now. Then I get the Seedco logo. I start editing it onto the sign. I'll add the rustic look later. I'm just trying to get like everything in the right place. So I write the like sign on it. Try to put like a land reform thing on it. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just doing this as art, just for art. just for artistic purposes. Then I put a mask on the texture, which allows it to have that like missing paint look to it, onto the text and onto the logo. Okay, then I open Blender, start mapping out. I forgot to save my initial map of how I wanted the textures to look like, so I have to redo it again. So it's now day 3, and we're on day 3 now, which is like what, a month later? Yeah, a month later. I got busy with school, so I'm gonna put my gravel and dirt texture. The gravel will be the road, the dirt will be the farmland. I think at this point the Dark Logos challenge was about to end, so I was in a rush, but I didn't have enough time to upload it in time, so I ended up just making this project a glitch out project. So I download more textures for the ground, and then at this point I've gotten much better at using shader nodes, although I need to learn how to use node wrangler. That's something I have to learn now, but I start using my skills using the noise texture to like have 2 textures overlapping each other, but making them so that they don't like completely cover each other up, as you can see on the ground. Then I start messing with the lights so that I have that like remember that car feeling I was talking about? Yeah, so here I'm just copying more shader nodes from previous, what are they called? Material nodes from previous projects. I copied I copied a fog node I made earlier. Then this is day 4, it's the last day. So I am now editing those renders. Glitch out, the Dark Logos ended, so now I'm doing glitch out. So I'm taking the renders I had before for the Dark Logos and making it for glitch out. So I'm watching a tutorial on how to make like a glitch effect in Kent which is the video editor that I use, because I started using it because it was free, and even though DaVinci Resolve is also free, DaVinci Resolve is big, and I don't think my PC can run DaVinci Resolve. So I've been using Kent Live. It's been this version is far better than the other versions. The previous versions I had tons of problems and bugs, but it seems like they've fixed most of them. So yeah, I've been using Kent Live since the beginning of this channel and my other channel, Kaz. So here I'm making like a glitch out effect. I'm adding like a security camera look, because this is now an SCP thing. So basically, if you don't know what SCP is, they're basically a secret organization that secure, contain, and protect anomalies. So here I'm just like cutting out the SCP logo, and then I had problems connecting to the internet at this time. It seemed like there was a problem with our modem, but that didn't stop me, so I finish off the video. I add a few more perks. Initially I wanted a thing to like place anomaly. I called this SCP, looks like I called it 1255, I think. but I ended up removing some of the stuff I had added. Here it seems like I was inactive. And then I did a clay render because they need a clay render as proof that I was the one who created this. So then I go ahead and start preparing to upload it. I launch Discord, but I have trouble connecting to the internet, so it failed quite a bit of times, but I eventually managed to upload it. People liked it. I got nice comments from it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I never made it to the top 3. But congratulations to Mikey, who came in first place. HFL 17, who came in second place. I think he's Kenyan. And Sketchy Salamander, who came third place. Thank you for watching my video. If you've been watching till the end, thank you very much. Please subscribe or like, or leave a dislike if you want, and have a good day.